What's up, guys? Welcome to The Rewind. I'm your host, Nick Major. Joining me today is Tony Vivio. Before we get started with today's movie discussion, there are two things I want to make you aware of. First off, you can get a $15 Fandango gift card, good for any movie at any theater, I think. If you subscribe to the channel, give this video a like and a comment, and also start making some movie reactions of your own. Head to the app Stardust, download it for free in the App Store, and you can post your own little selfie reviews. It's easy, it's fun to use, and at the end of each video, I'm going to post one of your reactions. Here's my profile, all the movies I've recently seen. So yeah, download Stardust, comment, subscribe, and like this video to hopefully win one of these gift cards as well. But now, it is time to talk about The Florida Project. The Florida Project follows Mooney, an upbeat 6-year-old girl living in a rundown hotel in Florida not far from Disney World. Mooney and her young friends are oblivious to the drug use and danger they're often surrounded by in their unfortunate living situations, as they're more concerned with getting ice cream and having fun than taking time to realize what's really going on. Willem Dafoe is a familiar name and face in the film, but other than that, it's a lot of fresh faces, which is very refreshing to see in this unique story. This was a fun movie.
It was.
It was told from a perspective that I have never seen so authentically told, I feel like. Which was what? This little girl was 6 years old or so, and she just killed it. So you tell me what you thought about this movie, what you loved about it so much, because I know we both came out liking it a lot.
Yes, I want to say right off the bat, this is probably one of my top 3 favorite films of 2017 so far. I'm already going to count down. But I really just loved the movie. I thought it was just a breath of fresh air. I thought the film just added some sort of magic to it for a movie with a story that's, you know, very sad. The movie kind of has like several elements. It's magical, but it's also, you know, it's real life. It's a hard knock life. What Shawn Baker, the writer and director of the movie, did, he just, I think, really took this idea of just, you know, almost poverty. It's kind of like people who do live out of these budget, like suites, motels kind of thing. And really, and that's the even funnier part about it, is because it is set in Florida, where like Universal and like Disney and all that kind of stuff is.
The magical
happy places. But Disneyland especially, since they are at the Magic Kingdom, and Disneyland is like right in their backyard, pretty much, of where they're staying. It's kind of like sad to see, but also you're also just so entertained and fascinated by their lifestyle. It almost makes you like interested to know more about what it's like to be living out of a motel weekly. So for me, I just thought the movie just really shined light on that kind of, I think they were saying, it was like close to being homeless, because that is pretty much the, you know, you do have this job, but all you can afford is what is available right then and there.
And cheap motels, like $38 a night is what they're paying.
Yeah.
What was the term in that interview with Shawn Baker where he mentioned it's not like temporary homeless?
Yeah, it's something about that. It's like almost like homeless, like almost or something.
Yeah, like almost homeless.
It's pretty much like the equivalent to being that, but at least you have somewhere to sleep if you can afford the cheapness of it, I guess.
And what was so surprising in this movie was the acting ability of the young kids that were in it.
Yeah. The thing I want people to understand is I felt like this movie was really a movie not necessarily about like the sadness or the downward spiral of just like life, but more of just like a family about friendship. And it's all told from, you know, this summer childhood of these kids. And they do it so well.
It was so realistic. Just these kids, it's like when I was a kid. It felt like when I was a kid. You're just screaming everywhere. You're running. No cares in the world. You're oblivious to everything.
Exactly.
And
spitting on cars or things like that.
And the cast was so good because while it was mostly a new cast in it, it had Willem Dafoe in it, who played like the nicest, most understanding, kind of hardworking manager of this
hotel.
Rundown motel. But the kid, what was the little girl in this who's so young?
Her name is Brooklyn Prince.
And she was phenomenal in it, I thought. I don't understand how a little kid knows how to act like that. She can cry on command. Yeah. She can be happy. She can be angry.
It just goes to show that, you know, kids should not ever be like, you know, belittled with putting on a performance that could be like better than, I don't know, an adult.
You never underestimate the talent of somebody,
never underestimate
no matter their
child.
age.
Exactly.
What I loved is the story behind Bree, who plays the mother in this.
Haley,
I think I'm in love with her now because she is stunning.
She's great.
And she isn't a actress.
Yeah.
Before this, she wasn't really an actress.
She likes to entertain. She likes to put like the videos on her Instagram and stuff, so she is reported. But it was great that Shawn Baker, and that's what I love about him, and what he did in his previous film Tangerine, which we watched as well.
Which is all filmed on an iPhone, everybody.
On an iPhone.
His film Tangerine, shot out here in Los Angeles.
Correct.
Filmed all on an iPhone, and after watching that, I must say, which I didn't mention to you after seeing it though, is that you forget it's filmed on an iPhone.
Correct. You're just so invested into these characters.
It's so good. And it's another story that's a very realistic kind of people who are living less than ideal situations.
Correct.
Potentially, I guess that's the way to say it. But go on with this.
That's
one,
kind of like the
Project.
themes that he puts in his movies, and the thing I think I appreciate so much about it is that he doesn't try to find, like, he finds actors and people who do act, but he also tries to find people who are just ordinary people, regular people, every day, just living their life. But there's something about those people that, because I think the one thing that's beautiful about acting is that it is simple, but it's not to be confused with easy. So that's the wonderful thing about Bree's performance and, you know, other actors in his movies and stuff, is that they're people that he finds that are, like, I guess, interested in entertainment, but they're not, like, it's not their full craft, at least I don't think it is, but they deliver such authentic performances because Shawn makes stories so authentic.
And further, in regards to Shawn Baker's filmmaking, one thing he did in this, and I know he did a bit of it in Tangerine, is
Right.
just he loves to use the natural element of surprise to where people don't know they're being filmed necessarily.
Right.
And it's very Larry Cohen-esque of him, I think, because
Yes.
he's a filmmaker that is known for guerrilla style, but there was a particular scenes throughout this in which the mother and daughter, they would go out and try to sell products to unsuspecting people to make some extra money because they were struggling.
And that's real.
And right off the bat,
That
I even said that I was
happens.
like, I think that those people were real.
Yeah, because that happens all the time. Like, people try to sell you stuff on the street, whether it's like cologne or like a fragrance or just anything. They're like, you want to buy my CD? But it's just.
But the
those
fact that
people
this movie showed real people's reactions, I really respect the fact that he just told them, hey, go over in this parking lot and try to sell these people this and that, because it was so real.
Right.
The way that it came off. So from the story to the acting to the directing,
overall, it was just.
it was a great movie.
It was wonderful.
One of the most unique films I've seen just because of the way they decided to tell that story, and I will highly recommend it to anybody because
It's told at its own pace, but a beautiful, like, moving pace that you just need to, like, let it be for what it is and just go with it.
in the words of John Lennon, let it be.
Let it be.
Because I, from start to finish, was completely captivated.
It was good.
And I was just loving it. So, any final thoughts on this? I feel like we've done nothing but praise this movie.
I know, it's great.
But
No,
it was so good.
It's so good.
It was so
I have
good.
nothing bad to say about it. There were no flaws that I saw. I mean, every movie's going to have its flaw, but there's nothing I can point out that was negative about it. There are certain things that, I mean, the only flaw I guess I'd point out is I want to just know what happens to these people. But I love the ambiguity of it all. You kind of have to just, like, let things be as it is because movies have to come to an end eventually. But I loved it. I can't wait to see what Shawn Baker comes out with next. And yeah, go see it for the performances, the color, the everything, the visuals, everything.
Yep, I think everyone will appreciate this film. It was emotionally compelling, and it's the basis of the movie, so we keep saying it. But what makes it even more emotionally compelling is the young age of the children that you see this story through.
So great.
So it's great. I would
So
highly
great.
recommend it to everybody. And Shawn Baker, again, I'm excited to see what he comes out with as well. In the meantime, everybody head to Netflix. I would highly recommend checking out Tangerine, which is his movie done on an iPhone.
That's right.
Which is so cool. It's shot out here in Los Angeles. So yeah, we loved that movie, Tangerine. We loved this movie, The Florida Project. So Shawn Baker fans in the house right here.
That's right, Shawn Baker.
And now I'm a big Bria fan.
Bria's great.
She was
Brooklyn's
awesome.
great.
She was.
I want to
awesome
follow
too.
them now. I hope they're in future Shawn movies.
Yes,
and
which,
other movies.
Which we
but
come to
other
find out,
movies.
he does bring back some cast members.
Yes, he does like to recycle some of those members, which is great. And I hope that he reuses this duo again.
Yeah, because it was great. The
Mom and
movie was
daughter.
beautiful. Sean, if you
Anything
somehow
else.
see this video for some strange reason, you killed it, and I cannot wait to see it. If you ever want to chat,
Love
sit down
you.
one-on-one. Let's do it. Bria,
Love
you as well.
you.
If you want to sit down, I would love to pick
Love
your
you
brain
too.
about coming into your first kind of real acting gig like this. But I guess that'll about wrap it up. So everybody, don't forget, if you subscribe to this channel, give this video a like and a comment, you'll be entered to win a free $15 Fandango gift card that you can use to any movie, but I would highly recommend using it towards the Florida Project if it is playing in your city. Also, don't forget to download the free app Stardust, where you can post your own movie reactions to any movie. It is a social media designated to TV and movie reactions, and at the end of each episode of this, I'm going to be posting one of your reactions, so check that out. But I guess that will about wrap up our discussion on the Florida Project. Thank you all so much for checking out this little review. Let us know what you think in the comments below, and I'm once again your host, Nick Major, joined with Tony Vivio, and we will see you next time on The Rewind.
Current State of the Union, not doing so well. What the hell did I just watch? Holy shit! I don't even know. Vince Vaughn, incredible, phenomenal performance. I'm used to his humor, and this is a completely different turn for him. Speechless. I'm probably going to make another reaction. I might make a reaction after I vomit.